TheRedpill.tv with Renzo Buya, The Code of Change, Episode 1. How to bond with your kids with video gaming. My guest is Alexander Luria from Tel Aviv, Israel. He's an expert in video gaming and how to bond with kids. He has a course in YouTube. You can find him in Carambola eSports, also in Facebook. I'm not a great player, but I'm so worried about this because I have two daughters, 4 and 6 years. They are asking me to buy the console, more video gaming. But Alexander has changed my way of thinking about this. We're going to talk about the advantage, the myths, and how to bond with your kids. Welcome, Alexander. I would like to begin with how do you start with this great passion? Welcome, Alexander.
Okay, so thank you first for having me. So my name is Alex, and I was born not in Israel. I was born in Russia, where I've been until I was 10 years old. So back in 1990, it's 30 years ago almost, I saw my first computer, and immediately I know this is mine. This my life is going to be in computers. So, in Russia we didn't have any cool toys from America because it was the Iron Curtain then, and all the Communist Party didn't want us to see all the new stuff. And we didn't have consoles back then, but you could get some electronic parts through mail order in catalogs. And my father actually built an Atari
Oh my God.
homemade.
Oh my
I
God.
remember it was in a metal suitcase, and you have to plug in a tape cassette to actually upload the games. So I was about 7 years old then. It was summer, and I think I played months straight in this game. Maybe some of you know Rick Dangerous. It's about a man hunting for treasures in the crypt. It was on an old black and white television, like 14 inches, and he had a big buttons joystick that my 7-year-old fingers almost bled after a day full of playing. So this was my first introduction to computers.
But it's a very interesting story because your father literally built an Atari, and it's great. Then your father also has this big passion to literally build this. No, it's very nice because I don't want to go deeper about how was the Russia in that time, but you didn't have access to all the consoles that were in America or in the other parts. No, it's very very interesting. I played with Atari the famous Space Invaders and Pac-Man with a friends. I didn't have an Atari, but my first console was an in television, the Burger Time. Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It was fun. But then about 2 years after, we went to Israel to relocate and move our life there. So it makes me, 30 years gamer, and I still enjoy video games. I'm 38. Just 1 month ago, I had a birthday. I was 38. So still play video games, and I have some insight about how to bond with kids and how to incorporate video games into your life to make you a determined person, a successful and I would say even high performance individual using video games and using the bond that father and son can create over the video games.
Um, I want to ask you first because what about the myths? The myths that really are around the video gaming.
So there are a couple of myths about video game. Most of them, I would say, true, but we are looking at them in the wrong way because video gaming is it's rather new thing that happened in the world, right? It's only about 30 years old, uh, and we don't really know how to eat it, right? It's a hobby that became popular even more in the last 20 years, maybe even 15 years. And what's more, since about 10 years ago, this hobby has become a profession. Um, there are individuals now, several hundreds of them, that earn a good salary, about $50,000 per year just playing video games, and even some individuals earn up to one or maybe 100 millions to play. For example, the top gamer in YouTube, PewDiePie, he earns about 12 to 18 million dollars playing video games on YouTube. So from a hobby to professional player, there's a lot of things you have to do and have to become, but it's still possible. So, like we were growing up to become a professional football player or a basketball player was a road to success, road to millions, and now the entertainment has shifted over to the virtual gaming, and sometimes it even surpasses. So, one myth would be video games is bad for you. It's just a waste of time. Okay, so I had this dispute always with my mother. You're wasting your time. You're not doing anything. Go play ball or go do some homework. But I loved video games. I didn't care much for the exercises outside. So, you know, maybe you know it. The power cord was the single most powerful thing in the house. So if the power cord is not connected to the computer, you can't play, and this is the punishment. I will take the power cord. But what people don't know, computer games develop your soft skills. For example, there's a popular game called Fortnite. Okay, have you heard about it? I think it's everybody's talking about Fortnite. Yes.
Yes, yes.
So it's for kids a little bit older than our kids, for about 10 to 12 years old. But the kids are learning stuff there, you know? They're learning about math, they're learning about economics, they learn about how to delay their gratifications. Um, for example, you need to fortify your position with 10 wood. So the kid has to know, okay, I need 10 wood to fortify my position. So I need to get it. Okay, so I need to remember where to get it and go there and come back and fortify. So he's learning navigation in the game and he's learning architecture. So Fortnite is all about making strong fortifications. So he's being an architect, what wall is works best, and he learns about physics, right? So let's say wood stops bullets less than, let's say, stone or metal. So he learns all this without reading the books, right? He learns it intuitively, naturally. Um, this one myth. What other myths do you want us to talk about? There's are many.
Oh, I know, are many, but I think so. Is one that um, maybe it's the reason that I most worry, because uh, some kid at the early age that the brain is uh, is not really formed, the connection, the neural connection,
Hmm.
and has a lot of neuroplasticity in the kid's brain. No? Uh, what about uh, because normally the behavior in the video gaming player is that you are inside your world and the world of the video game. And maybe in the real world, this kid uh, has not good social skills that in the real life is very
Hmm.
important. And for me, this is a myth, no? The classic guy that play all the day with and play in the room and not in the garden and not in the football uh, field.
Yes.
This is a worry of me, you know. One reason that I don't want to buy now a console to my children. Uh, I'm worried
Yes.
they change this behavior, no.
So this myth, you need to check the date of its expiration, right? First of all, it began, I think, 20, maybe 30 years ago when video games was not cool because computers was not cool. Computers would be only in the basement of the library of the university, right?
Yes.
Say 30 years ago. So the only people who go there were the nerds. But since 10 years ago, computers are cool. You can't live your life without a computer. You go to the office, it's a computer. You open your phone, it's a computer. The washing machine, the microwave is a computer. Somewhere the lights go computer. The elevator is computer. So computers are all around us. We not even noticing them. Even your mouse is a computer inside a computer. So computers are now everywhere, and it's not only for geeks. So this stereotype of geeks playing video games uh, has expired long ago. Now all the cool kids are just measuring. I was doing Fortnite. I was advancing in Minecraft. I was building castles. I'm good. I'm streaming on YouTube Live. All the cool kids. 80% of the kids are playing video games. So they're socializing. They are even socializing more through virtual media. Let's say they're talking in parallel in chat, in Facebook, in WhatsApp, in Snapchat, connecting with their friends all over the world, strategizing how to play better. They may be talking to a person that lives 1,000 miles away from them, and they're producing leadership skills and cooperation and teamwork. All this happens inside the box. Yes, the world has become a little bit smaller because you can reach a lot of people via the computer screen. Also, this he never goes out to play in the garden. My father and I had two passions together. It was video games and martial arts. So since I'm third grade, I was always in martial arts. I was in Taekwondo. I was in Kung Fu. I was in Capoeira. Now I'm doing Jiu-Jitsu, Krav Maga. We always we always went together because computers is not the end of everything, and you should balance everything in life. You know, they say you need to drink 8 glasses of water in a day. It makes you, I don't know, healthy, right?
Yes.
2 liters a day. Okay, why two? Why not 20? Why not 200? Even 200 liters of water can't be good for you. You will die from water poisoning. Same
Yes.
thing as with computers. You need to balance it. you can't play 18 hours. I know I had maybe several sessions like that, so I played for 12, 16 hours, and I just collapsed after that, and I never played